In the bustling digital economy of 2026, Instagram remains a pivotal storefront for businesses, creators, and brands aspiring to capture and retain the elusive attention of their audiences. The trajectory of visual marketing, once ruled by meticulously curated grids, has undergone a paradigm shift toward what strategists identify as refined authenticity. To understand this evolution, consider the Instagram landscape of the early 2020s. Feeds were painstakingly arranged, colors matched seamlessly, carousels clicked into one another like a puzzle, and the visual narrative was sequenced for maximum impact. Yet, over time, this relentless pursuit of perfection became its own undoing. Users grew wary of grids that resonated more with sterile showrooms than with vibrant marketplaces. The result, a subconscious marketing shield that users unconsciously raised, filtering out content that felt overproduced or insincere. Enter the era of the strategic sandwich, a new framework that seeks to harmonize the professional with the personal, the authoritative with the accessible. The modern Instagram strategist recognizes that just as a storefront must sparkle to draw pedestrians inside, so too must it pulse with life to make them linger and trust. The new calculus is achieved through the Polish versus Pulse framework. First, the Polish. These are the anchors of your grid, the solid pillars upon which brand authority is built. Each post here speaks the language of expertise. High-quality photography that echoes the brand's visual style, impeccably designed infographics that distill complexity into clarity, carousels that narrate a story with editorial finesse. This is the content that assures the cautious visitor, the lurker, that yours is a stable, credible enterprise, worthy of both attention and investment. It is, in essence, the visual resume of your brand. But polish alone is no longer sufficient. Without connections, the storefront remains a gallery, admired perhaps, but never inhabited. This is where Pulse enters the equation. Lo-fi content, previously dismissed as amateurish, has become invaluable. It is the digital equivalent of a candid behind-the-counter conversation. Photo dumps revealing what happens behind the stage, grainy videos capturing the laughter that punctuates a brainstorming session, text-only posts that bear the soul of the business. The strategy here is intentional imperfection, content that feels personal, unscripted, and vulnerable. Pulse reminds the audience that real people are at the helm, and authenticity, in an age haunted by deep fake anxiety, becomes the antidote to suspicion. This ratio is not arbitrary. It ensures that the grid, at a glance, broadcasts professionalism and platform-agnostic authority, while remaining approachable and human. Too much polish, and you risk alienation. Too much pulse, and the impression of expertise is diluted. Auditing this balance requires the scroll-through test. Imagine yourself as a stranger discovering your profile for the first time. Does the grid, upon a quick scroll, communicate both authority and approachability? Would you trust this business with your money? And would you, just as importantly, wish to have a coffee with the person behind the posts? The strategist posits that the grid operates as a visual resume. It should secure the first impression, but it is through daily stories and authentic content that the brand conducts its interview and builds lasting rapport. Ultimately, the healthy grid of 2026 is not pristine nor haphazard. It is a carefully maintained visual ecosystem where authority and authenticity are not adversaries, but allies, each reinforcing the other. In such a storefront, visitors do not simply pass by. They step in, engage, and stay, confident that behind the beauty lies both capability and genuine connection.